The elevator game. A chilling urban legend whispered in hushed tones. You've heard the whispers, online in forums late at night, shared in the darkest corners of the internet, where the line between reality and fiction blurs. It's a ritual. 10 floors, 1 elevator, a sequence of buttons, and a promise to reach another world. A gateway to the unknown, if you dare to follow the rules. The rules. Enter alone, press 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5. On the 5th floor, a woman might enter. A silent passenger, shrouded in mystery. Don't look, don't speak. Avert your gaze, hold your tongue, or risk the consequences. If you reach the 10th floor alone, you've arrived. The destination, or perhaps just the beginning of something far stranger. To return, repeat the sequence. A mirror image of your journey, hoping to bring you back to where you started. But sometimes, the elevator doesn't cooperate. The machine has a will of its own, it seems. I'm a skeptic. Ghost stories, portals, my instinct is to laugh, to find the logical explanation, to dissect the myth and reveal the mundane truth. But this game felt different. Not haunted, just wrong. A subtle dissonance, a feeling that the very fabric of reality was fraying. Like dialing a number you shouldn't. A cosmic wrong number, perhaps. Like dialing a number you shouldn't. A cosmic wrong number, perhaps? For science? For the thrill? I found an old office building downtown. 14 floors, deserted after 6. A perfect canvas for my experiment, or so I thought. The lobby was marble and shadows, the air stale with forgotten paperwork. The ghosts of deals made and broken, lingering in the silence. I stood there, phone in hand, nerves fluttering. I knew it was a bad idea, a primal instinct screaming at me to turn back. But curiosity always wins. The siren song of the unknown, impossible to resist. I pressed the elevator button, heart pounding. The doors opened. I stepped inside alone. The metal box felt colder than it should. The game began, and I had a sinking feeling I was already losing. Before I go on, don't do this. This isn't a fun internet challenge. It's not a dare. It's a warning. The real danger isn't ghosts, it's psychological. Alone, at night, in an empty building, your mind fills in the blanks. Every sound becomes a threat. Fear warps reality. You start to doubt what you see and hear. And then there's the real-world risk, trespassing, getting stuck, no cell service. You could end up trapped, alone, in the dark. That's horror enough. This isn't a guide. It's a cautionary tale. I went in to debunk a myth. I came out changed. Read my story. Don't repeat it. Let my mistake be the only experiment. Don't try the elevator game. Just don't. It was nearly midnight. The security guard barely noticed me. The lobby was silent, my footsteps echoing. I reached the elevator, pressed the button, and waited. The old machinery groaned awake. Numbers descended. 8, 7, 6. The doors opened. Empty. I stepped in. The air was cold, metallic. Fluorescent lights flickered. The doors closed. Alone. I hovered over the buttons, heart racing. 4. The elevator lurched upward. Cables groaned. I stared at the glowing floor indicator. Suspended in a metal box, I wondered, what was I really doing here? My rational mind screamed to stop, but I pressed on. The elevator stopped on 4. Doors opened to darkness. Thick, almost solid. I stayed put. The doors closed. Down to 2. Another dark, empty hallway. My mind played tricks. Shadows flickered. Fear prickled. Up to 6. The machinery's whir grew louder, the isolation deeper. Doors opened. Nothing but silence. The silence felt alive, listening. Back to 2. A new sound. Faint clicking. Maybe just the control panel, but tonight it sounded like footsteps. I held my breath, straining to hear. The sound came and went, maddening. My skepticism frayed, replaced by raw fear. The doors opened on 2. Still empty, still dark. I was utterly alone, but it felt like something was waiting. The next stop was the 5th floor. The elevator began its final ascent, each floor a marker of my rising anxiety. But with a sudden lurch, it stopped. Not at my floor, but on 5. An unexpected detour into the unknown. The doors slid open with a soft hiss, revealing a hallway swallowed by darkness. And then, a figure stood in the doorway, a silent sentinel. Slim, featureless, a silhouette etched against the gloom. It was impossible to discern any details. My heart pounded against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the suffocating silence. The rules screamed in my head, "Don't look no matter what. Don't speak." Silence was my only shield. With a slow, deliberate movement, the figure stepped in, crossing the threshold. I stared fixedly at my shoes, gripping the cold metal rail as if it were a lifeline. The air shifted, growing heavy and still. The doors closed, sealing us in. Silence thickened, pressing in on me. I felt eyes on me, burning into the side of my face. Every instinct screamed to look, to confirm what my senses were telling me, but I didn't dare. Was it a woman? A man? Another tenant caught in the same strange game? My mind raced, conjuring up every terrifying possibility. The air grew cold, biting at my skin. The elevator climbed, each meter an eternity. I focused intently on the floor, the scuffed linoleum a desperate anchor. On anything at all, but the unnatural presence beside me. The legend says she's not human, that she's something else entirely. In that moment, I believed it with every fiber of my being. Dread filled the confined space, thick and suffocating. I just had to reach the 10th floor to escape this nightmare. Almost there, just a little further. The elevator chimed, a soft, almost hesitant sound. 9th floor, another level closer to the top, another step deeper into the unknown. One more to go. Just one more floor separating me from whatever awaited at the 10th. The presence beside me never moved, never spoke. A silent shadow accompanying me on this bizarre journey. Its stillness was unnerving. I felt detached, like watching myself in a nightmare, a spectator to my own unraveling. The line between reality and illusion blurred with each passing floor. The final ascent was endless, each second stretching into an eternity. It felt like the elevator was ascending into another dimension. Ding! 10th floor. The sound echoed in the small space, a signal of arrival, or perhaps a warning. The doors opened, revealing what lay beyond. The legend says, "Don't get off if she's with you." A simple rule, yet laden with dread. I risked a glance, my heart pounding in my chest. The figure was gone, vanished without a trace. Alone again, or so I thought. The hallway was dark, empty, wrong. An unsettling feeling washed over me. I couldn't step out. My feet were lead. Terror rooted me in place, a cold, paralyzing grip. I slammed the button for the first floor, desperate to escape. The doors closed, sealing me back inside. I collapsed, shaking, the adrenaline coursing through my veins. I never tried it again. I never will. The memory is etched in my mind. Maybe it was a trick of the mind, a product of fear and sleep deprivation. Maybe not. Perhaps there are forces beyond our understanding at play. But I can't shake the feeling, the chilling certainty. I opened a door I shouldn't have, crossed a threshold best left untouched. So here's my warning and my question. Heed my words and consider carefully. Would you play the elevator game? Would you dare to risk what I did? Or is this story enough to keep you away? Is the possibility of what I experienced enough to deter you from ever stepping into that elevator with the same intention?